Besides, I know someone who tends to leave any town she's currently residing in as soon as people start doing pranks to her cat. I don't have a cat. I hate cats. Cats are trouble. Damn it, should have gone with the fairies. What I really want. And let's go on ahead with our decision. The truth is that not much good awaits me here. Retaking the residents from Carmosa peacefully just won't happen. Yeah, that's another thing I had in mind. And wooing the prince to become queen? Please, this is the real world we're talking about. No, my only chance for freedom is a fresh start. I have to escape this place, break free from the prison that is my current life. High-born young ladies or girls running away from their life in big mansions. It's not exactly unheard of. Are you sure you're not just trying to get some attention? Oh yes, because all I need is more attention from Carmosa and her daughters. This isn't helpful, and you know I'm serious. Besides, I know someone who tends to leave any town she's currently residing in as soon as people start doing pranks to her cat. I don't have a cat. I hate cats. Cats are trouble. Damn it, should have gone with the fairies. Well, I can be trouble too. Don't say that, Cinders! Are you going to help me or not? Alright, you've made your point. Yes, I will help you, but I need to know your exact plans. Traveling alone can be dangerous, you can believe me. Is there someone who would be willing to go with you? I don't think there's anyone I would want to go with. And we got the little sign for this line being affected by past choices, so is it possible that we could have gotten one of the sisters to go with us if we had been better about how we conversed with them? I don't have that many friends. There's Tobias, but I would never ask him to change his life so dramatically for me. Do you realize what you're saying? Traveling alone can be very dangerous. From the top of my head, I can remember at least a dozen events that happened during my travels that would end up fatally for someone like you. Can't we go with you? Someone like me? Don't get me wrong, Cinders. You are smart and resourceful beyond your age, but you would still be a young noble girl in the vast and often nasty world. All I'm saying is that you really should think this through once more. I know it can be dangerous, but I made up my mind. Going away alone is a very bad idea. But this town can be very unwelcoming. I was thinking about leaving as soon as well. I could hurry and be ready to go on the night of the grand ball. You mean you would go with me? And why not? You have potential, Cinders. There's no doubt about that. I can even see a bit of myself in you. And by the spirits, I could use some company during my travels. You're serious? Absolutely. Are you interested? Heck yeah. You're the clairvoyant one here, so I'm sure you already know the answer. Yes, of course I'd love that. I doubt Carmosa will sit back and allow me to run away freely, though. I won't get far if she sends her henchmen after me. You're probably right. You won't manage to escape unless you cover your tracks behind you. Someone will have to help you with that. Someone? I don't think I know anyone whom I could ask to help me with such a thing. Besides, I don't know the first thing about intrigue. I was never fond of crime stories. You wouldn't learn much from those foolish stories anyway. You can only learn such things from practice. But don't worry, I think I have a good plan. Yes, don't worry about it. Just return to your residence after the ball and wait there. Are you sure, Ghede? I don't want you to get into any trouble because of me. I told you not to worry about it. So don't worry about it. Alright. If you say it's alright. It looks like we have a plan then. Which is much more than what you had when you came here. It's true. I think I know where I stand now, for the first time in a long time. Still, I just have to go to the ball first. Why? Wouldn't the ball be a perfect time to leave? That'd give you a good head start while everyone's distracted. But the way things are now, the ball is just a silly girl's dream. I don't even have a dress. Ha! I'm going to surprise you here. That is the least of your troubles right now. I'll get you a dress. One of my old ones, actually. I used to wear it when I was about your age, and believe me, I melted many hearts with it. I don't know if... Oh, I'm sure you'll love it. I'll have it cleaned and ready for the ball. Just pay me a visit before you go to the palace, and I'll give it to you. I should also be able to find some way to allow you inside the palace, so don't worry about it. I just need to pull some strings. Ghede, I'm really grateful for your help. I don't know what I would do without you. Don't mention it. I made a promise to your mother, remember? And a few words of advice in an old dress don't cost me that much. You might even say I managed to pay my debt cheaply. Cheaply? Well, I'm about to leave this town and was afraid that you might come asking for something requiring an actual effort. Madame Ghede, selfish as ever. I don't know if I'd qualify that as selfish. I mean, it's just her being honest. We've been here how long, and I guess the only selfish part I could see is that we've been here a long time. Presumably she has too, and she never approached us beforehand. So, if we hadn't met her at the graveyard, then she might have left without paying back her debt. So yeah, maybe that part is selfish because she didn't put an effort there. But the fact that she's leaving soon because the town folks are treating her awfully is not selfish. And that she was afraid that us asking for something big might disrupt those plans isn't selfish. Do I look like some magical helper from the enchanted realm to you? I'm no fairy godmother, Cinders. And you're very lucky I'm not one of the little folk. Now go. All is set. You know what to do. Looks like Carmosa's still out. Good. I was honestly afraid I wouldn't be able to get back in time, or worse, stumble upon them on the way home. I was worried about that too. Nobody should have to come home hoping to find all the people gone, praying to be left alone. Fortunately, with some luck, it's the last time I'll feel like this. Tomorrow everything's going to change, one way or another. I'm going to miss this house. Its walls hold many memories very dear to me. Mother's smile, father's stories. It's funny. I hate Carmosa, but deep inside I hope she's going to be successful with her plans. I want to believe this place won't fall apart after I'm gone. I wonder what I'm replacing this life with. It might be some dream come true. It might also be a nightmare. But all I've got to lose are memories. Alright, enough of this. I need to go to my room and stay there as usual. When Carmosa comes back, I need to look like nothing is going on. The garden looks odd in this pale moonlight. Everything is set for the ball. But there's no living soul here except me. It's so unreal. That is a very nice garden. Though, doesn't seem like there's a lot of decoration. Just a few hours ago it was full of servants, carefully setting every little piece of decoration. Now it's deserted as the preparations come to an end. Only the wind does not hesitate to run freely and ruffle everything. I have to say, it feels unusual tonight, like a charge about to go off during the storm. The tension in the air almost feels tangible. Our court jester used to greet people, "May you live in boring times." This feels like the grim opposite. That's an interesting way for a jester to greet people. Almost like an omen of things to come. Oops. A sign of storm closing in. Interesting times. I wonder whether this has any chance of success. Can I commit to change and make it happen? Is this even possible? I've read the philosophers, but never seen it come true. Books and idealistic theories are one thing, but people tend to resist change, even for the better. Father didn't make it any easier for me either. He was a good ruler, and he's remembered very fondly. Anything I'll do will be seen as betraying his legacy. It would all be easier if he had been a bloodthirsty tyrant. It feels like a storm is coming indeed, but if I succeed, history may remember me as a renegade. Well, I mean, you'll be dead, so who cares what history remembers you as? And will any woman stand by me through this? Is this ball the best way to look for such a person? In the absence of better ideas or better judgment, I have made my decision, the best I could. Now all there is to do is see things through. And hope. The weather tonight really... That's a weird noise. Really does not feel right. All the dogs in the kennels act as if possessed. I should get back to the palace. That was actually kind of startling, because I wasn't sure where it was coming from. Let's hope for an interesting ball night in boring times. I'm glad I could finally take off that damn dress. It's badly done, badly cut, tight as hell, and looks ridiculous. No corrections are going to change it. That little old man called himself a tailor. What a joke! I bet I could do a better job sewing a suit for him. Yeah, congratulations, Sophie, on finally saying something good about yourself. Oh, I'd trim his waist good. Cut his trousers tight in all the right places. The little fellow would be even smaller by the time I was done. This whole situation is stupid. No matter how tight and tasteless our dresses are, they won't make any of us a princess. Gloria, weren't you supposed to be in the garden? I got, I got it mixed up. I was, but the weather turned badly so suddenly. I've never seen the weather change so quickly. Oh my, big mature sister got all spooked by a big bad cloud. Don't be ridiculous, Sophia. I'm not in the mood for this. Maybe you would like to get all soaked in the rain and look miserable, but I surely don't. Well, I don't see a single drop of rain outside. Neither can I. Strange. I swear I could see flashes between the clouds. Are you practicing talking about the weather before the ball? Because it's not working, you're still boring. Damn, Sophia. No, but I can see you are already sharpening your tongue. The prince will surely appreciate your wits. And how is your dress, Sophia? By all things held dear and holy by all the naive people in this world, I swear if you ask me this question one more time, you'll feel my pain. The reason I repeated the question so many times today was in the hope that it would stretch a little over time. Well, it didn't stretch an inch. The tailor did a good job there. When I wear it, I feel like a properly packaged piece of pork. Why didn't you tell Mother then, when we were at the tailor's? He could have applied further corrections. Because her loving motherly eyes told me, one more complaint and you're dead, girl. Your choice of words is poor as usual, but I agree with your sentiment. Mine is still much too tight as well. Haha. I always found it astonishing how my pain tends to trigger such immediate joy in your little black heart. No, it's not like that. I mean, you're right about the joy part, but something else made me laugh. Do tell me, I'm sure it's going to be utterly enlightening. Well, tell me, aren't these dresses a wonderful metaphor for our lives? Really? Are you gonna go there? Ugh. I fail to see it, I'm afraid. We're trying to fit into clothes which someone else made for us this whole time, or rather, for the image of us in that someone's head. I bet they're a perfect fit for this phantasm inside Mother's head, disciplined and pretty as dolls. Stop it, your bitterness is getting tiring. And stop being so childish, it's only a dress. A lady must learn how to walk, talk, and smile if the corset is a bit tight. You know that Mother's only trying to teach us how to behave properly in society. She had to endure far more than a tight dress to get us where we are now. Oh yes, the sacrifices she made to make us shine during the grand ball. Your cynicism gives you little credit. You know very well that this is important to her. Perhaps so, perhaps it is. But tell me this, sister, is it important for us?
Finally, the day is over. Both dresses fit, everything's in place, and even that incompetent tailor agreed to lower the price. All things considered, it all went better than expected. It's a shame the girls don't seem to realize how important this is for them. Nor do they appreciate how much effort it takes to prepare two young ladies to make their debut in court. Especially if nobody cared to invite them. They're not even aware of what that means for women their age. By noble standards, they're getting old and must be introduced soon, if they are to ever find a husband. And without a husband, they may as well lock themselves up in this house and wait for old age to come and relieve them of their miserable lives. I hope they'll grow up soon and open those naive eyes to the way the world works around them. It's either that or they will end up alone in some dark, empty room, forgotten and hated by everyone. Thank heavens for the night. If nothing else, it's easier to hide oneself in the dark from the gaze of others. If no one wants to see it, it isn't happening. That's the way people work. And I learned that lesson the hard way. Is that a storm coming over the horizon? It's one of those strange, cold ones. Without terrain. I think I remember a storm like this many years ago. That night when she died.
Oh boy.
It's no good to think about things like that before I go to sleep. It's late, and the weather's turning bad. You better close the window before the storm comes.
Thank goodness it's dawn already. I haven't slept for the entirety of the night. How could I?
He has returned to us.
Oh my god, I'm blanking on his name.
Harrison Ford.
There it is. Harrison, we found you.
Man, this office is extremely homoerotic.
Incredible.
Really is.
I think he's overcompensating for something.
I needed inspiration for my new living room.
So you want Atlas to hold up your furniture?
Yeah.
You know that?
I
heard
need
a lot.
inspiration for my new living.
Shit.
Grab one of those dildos in the back.
Well, there it is.
The little curly one.
Oh,
Just do like a slow zoom on that one.